Here we are, ready for the next speaker. The next speaker is Flavio Farroni. Hi, Flavio. Nice to meet you and welcome.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for the invitation.
Thank you to you to be part of our day. Flavio Farroni is the CEO and co-founder of Megawright. So, Flavio, you can start with your presentation.
Thank you so much. Yeah, Megawright was born in 2016. It's a very young company. It's a spin-off company of our research group of University of Naples. We're set in the south of Italy, and we mainly work on the development of innovative software for the automotive industry and for the motorsport sector, of course. We were born from research activities. I had the PhD in motorsport environment in about 2010, and after that we received a lot of interesting interaction with the motorsport teams from Formula One to MotoGP to Formula E. And nowadays we have a growing up group, because now we're about 25 people that work developing software concerning tire rod interaction. Our main vision regards the activity of creating virtual models that bring from reality to the virtual environment the development of tires from the multi-physical point of view. So we work on the reproduction of the main physical phenomena that have take place at the tire rod interaction in terms of thermodynamics, wear, and interaction from many points of view. Our main efforts have been from many years creating a great bridge from our research activity that we perform at our lab called Tire Lab at University Federico II towards the motorsport and the vehicle dynamics environment. And again, we're growing up quite fast. We have new projects that allowed us in very few years, because we were born about 4 years ago, to work with 7 of the 10 Formula One teams all around the world, with 2 MotoGP teams. Now we arrived to the NASCAR environment, because we finally reached the North American market and the Japanese in the last month. So it's a nice project, because we are a very young group, and we think that believing in the possibility to make startup companies basing on research activity is the big secret to create the value that allows us to grow in a very organic way from the academic sector to the international market that is bringing us to the motorsport, but also to the autonomous driving and to the connected mobility we are going to face in the next years.
Really interesting, Flavio. Thank you so much, Tim.
Thanks to you.
Do you start with the question?
Thank you. Flavio, thanks for your presentation. Our first question is, scientific research usually has development times longer than industrial development times. How are your research team and startup company able to work with the time requirements of the motorsport market?
Yeah, it's a nice topic. Of course, we are a research group, but we work for many years as a sort of company, also where the company was not founded yet. The real answer is to create process and internal structures. And we think that as a startup company, it's a bit easier, because we are very elastic. We are very fast to make the specific choices that allow us to adapt to the requests of a very fast market as the motorsport one. And the further nice aspect is that our students, our young guys, already work during their master thesis as if they are in a company. So we think so they learn to respect times, deadlines, procedures, and they already start to work as if they are going to work inside the motorsport environment when they will be professionals in the next years.
Flavio, do you think that being a research-based company is Megawright's secret weapon?
It could be. I think that our real weapon is focusing on scientific research, because we apply its results to the technologies we develop. It had several benefits in our growth. Talking as a university research group gave us the reputation that we needed at the beginning. And moreover, we had the support of our experimental facility, the Tire Lab, that allows us to carry out the tests on tires with high-level equipment. And then we have the luck to recruit very young professionals, because they are already trained from their master thesis, and they are very passionate because they are very young and they desire to work with us every day. So we think that our secret weapon is passion and planning of our activities.
Perfect.
Flavio.
We have the time, yes, for 2 questions, so I give to you the opportunity to do 2 questions to Flavio.
Okay, thank you, Federica. Flavio, how do you manage the transfer of your tire simulation technologies in so many different categories. For example, you've mentioned MotoGP, NASCAR, Formula E. They all have quite different tyres and regulations, for example.
Yeah, that's a nice challenge. Tires are very different among different categories, but the secret is in the approach. We model tires in real-time simulation, adopting a pure physical point of view. We measure them, we analyze vehicle data, it can be bike or F1 car, with innovative methodologies that allow us to characterize the tires using the vehicle as a sort of moving lab. And then we create the virtual twin of the tire using the driving simulator or in the grip and wear optimization algorithms that the teams use in their daily activities.
Thank you. And a final question. You talked in your TEDx talk about technology inter-exchange rather than technology transfer. Could you tell us what you exactly meant by that, please?
Yes, I talked about it because today I am a researcher and I am the CEO of a startup company. And I think having both of them allowed me and allowed to all our team to grow up fast, because the technological transfer from the research to the market allows us to get the value from the products of the research and to create business. But on the other side, our business is a sort of a marketing tool that allows to our research group to be known all around the world. And we are growing up so fast in terms of the depth of the scientific research and the topics we carry out. And it's thanks to our very young company. So I think it's a big cycle that fills up every day thanks to the virtuosity of what we're building in these years.
Thank you so much, Flavio. Thanks to be with us.
Thanks to you guys.
Part of our day.